Hey folks, Rob here with another Rob Plays, and for this week it's Chips Challenge. I actually didn't know there was a 64 version of this until not too long ago, and so it actually surprised me that that's the case. So, it was originally written for the Lynx as one of the launch titles by Epyx in 1989, and this conversion came out a year later, which is actually pretty quick back then, especially considering with the state of the 64 market at that point. It was handled by Images, which, up and down, but it actually turned out pretty well. US Gold handled it for Europe, so, for me, I actually played the version on the Windows 3.1 Entertainment Pack, so I was like I said, I was surprised that this 64 version even exists. The story is pretty straightforward, and we'll just run through it now. Heck, if you want to read it, you can always pause it. I don't think it's worth repeating what's on screen. Alright, as the first thing I love, 4-character password system. Just because of the nature of the game, you can get away with starting. So, you open up, and I'm sure if you don't already know it, the idea is you need to collect all the chips to move on to the next stage. And that's just done by solving these little puzzles. In this case, for this first stage, it's basically matching keys to doors. So, you get the keys, open the doors. And the idea is you have your clock. So at the bottom you've got your chips counter, which is how many you have left to collect, your remaining time, what level, and then you've got your keys and tools. So we've done the first stage. What I like is the levels do start off pretty easy. So this one is about monsters. So let's just bring the block over. So one of the things I really like about this game is how simple it is to get going. A lot of puzzle games, you do have to fiddle with the rules to understand them properly. I looked at a game called Sensitive a long time ago, and it's one of those ones that you do need to play it a bit to understand what the rules are. And here, it actually teaches you everything really well, and I love that. Like, you open up the stage, you've got the little tutorial icon, and it tells you everything. So this stage is about using tools. So the first thing we have is the water shield. So we can go up and collect the cleats and one of the chips. So we can walk on the ice without sliding. We collect the fire shield, another chip. And now we can walk in the fire and collect the magnet. And that allows us to walk on these magnetic strips without being whisked around the playfield. And that means we can enter the door and we win the stage. So this one gets a little fiddly. So this one teaches you really the buttons and blocks. So here are the blocks. There are various blocks with chips hidden under them. So we've got those. So now, we move the doors open. Now this sort of leads to one of the things I kind of don't like with it, with this conversion, rather than the actual game, is the graphics feel a little muddy. And that's because it uses, standard multicolor mode on the 64. You get the 2x1 pixels, and for most games, that's perfectly fine. But here, because of the details, it just looks a little muddy. And also with the reusing the reason the playfield is fairly tiny is because it's sort of mimicking that resolution on what you'd see on the Lynx. So that's another one done. And, it doesn't get in the way of playability, but at the same time, so this stage isn't about chips, it's just about getting to the goal. So that yellow thing to the left of where I am was spit fireball, so you had to time that correctly so you could get through. And this one is about moving to points, and it blows up the bomb, and you can complete the stage. One of the fake win. So this one is really about fake walls. So you've got to find the right set to go through. Oh. And it's all the chips. Yeah. Don't need to mess about. Stage done. Alright, this is the first one that's very tricky. So, alright. And you can see with the graphics, that icon above me right now is the thief. And if you've got items equipped or picked up, he'll take them all from you. So in this case, you have to be really careful about how you solve this level. So let's go through, grab the fire shield. So we can grab the fire shield, we walk through the thief, and we've lost the fire shield. But we can grab the water shield, and we'll flip and go through here, cross the water, and we've grabbed the third chip. Now all we have to do is go to the exit. Oh, because I've got the wrong way there. Again, you see the graphics are a little tricky sometimes. They make it a little confusing. So yeah, dirt is the red one, gravel is the purple one, and as I said, that's my only complaint of the game so far. Well, that's the first complaint. The second complaint is the music, but that can thankfully be turned off. And again, you know, people are always going to have different opinions. You know, you could think I'm wrong in those regards, and I do wish that the music was a little better and the graphics were a little cleaner, but they probably, you know, had a limited dev budget. So there we go, we've got 8 levels done, now we're loading to the next 8, and you can sort of see, it tends to load pretty quickly, so I can't complain about that at all. It's like, there we go. So, alright. Now this time around, we're out of the tutorial stages, so it's all about actually playing these levels properly. So let's go through, see the water, we can drag the blocks there. This is one of those puzzle games that I find insanely charming. It's just a fairly simple concept, but it takes all these other little pieces together and creates a game that is fairly challenging to play. But it's not frustrating, you know. If you die, you mess up a level, you just restart it. You know, it's an instant restart. Okay. Oh. Oops. And you can sort of see, well, I guess I'm not getting my bonus for completing that in one shot. Oh, oops. You really got to just hold to go through that. Okay. On the other hand, this level does have a lot of time, which is very, very fair. Okay. But yeah, I think it really is designed around the screen layout of the links. I don't think this would work as well if you could see more of the level and the full, you know, the window that you had into the level was significantly larger. And one of the reasons I did decide to record this was there's actually, as unsurprising as it sounds, there was actually a sequel that came out, that's actually coming out after 25 years, and it just happens to be the week that, so after I'm recording this, it was sort of like, oh yeah, you can check the sequel out and hit it up on Steam. So I'll pop a link down below, so you know, if you're you know, not completely against buying old games off Steam, you can go check it out and have a play. I just saw it's like the news come through the press. It's like, have to be worth checking out. Alright, we've almost got this now. Damn, this stage is, ooh, I could probably have made it through without worrying, but, okay, bounce. Alright, these ants. Why did it have to be ants? Phew. Alright, that must be the exit. So Oh, there we go. Aha. I can see why they gave you so much time for this level. There is so much to do. But again, you know, you've got the password system that works really well. And you can, you know, just dive in right where you left off. Oops. Down. Alright. We've got that. Oh, let's have to go. Alright, we've got all the chips. Yeah. That leads us to our exit, which is over here. Ah. Ooh. That was quite a challenge. Alright. This is just more a cast spot. Ah! Oh. Oops, trapped. Oh my. Oh goodness, I'm hopelessly lost. And here I was saying that the game was fair. And dead end. And it's not like you can even use the classic walk down the left wall trick that most mazes offer. Oh, timeout. I'm going to give this another shot. And if we still can't get anywhere, I might call it a video. Yeah, this is one of those ones I really dig, and I'm checking through some mag reviews. Again, it got some pretty darn high ratings. So you know it's well worth checking out. And just, it's one of those ones that, you know, these kind of puzzle games feel really good for an 8-bit computer. You know, you don't rely on lots of objects flying around. You don't really have to rely on gigantic levels. So they're kind of games that, you know, can fit nicely in memory, get a decent bit of gameplay without having to hit the tape too much, and you get something that's really fun. And I have to admit, this is one of those times when I really wish I had a larger view area together, but at the same time, that really takes a lot out of the game, I think. So let's see, come on. Let's see what happens here. Yes! Oh, I made it! A story beat. After warming up with the first levels of the challenge, Chip is ready to go. This isn't so hard. See, in Trinity. Alright. So, let's see what happens when we get the ice. Alright, we can't go down the ice. We've got fire. One of these exits hopefully will take us somewhere where I can get an item. It doesn't look to be it. Alright. Oops. Oh. Oh. That was the right way to go. The wrong area. Alright. Come on. Alright, so we've got the yellow door, which gives us the ice boots. So you have to do now is find the... We've got a chip. And hopefully we'll get ourselves something. Must be for the exit, so that's not going to help. Alright, that was the wrong way. Here's the blue key, very good. Alright, that's not the way to go. And let's see. Alright. Did I just get myself lost? Yeah, endless circles. Oops. Alright. Okay, that's not good. Because now I'm going to get back to that main bit where I could go tackle... Oh! Actually... I think I might call it a wrap there. That is Chip's Challenge, which is utterly amazing. Really good puzzle game, really good use of the 64 hardware, and really good fun all up. So I'll call it there. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And thanks again to everyone who has subscribed. Really, who subscribes, comments. Really do enjoy the interactions. Good, good discussions with some people. So keep those up. I look forward to bringing you another game soon. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.